Imagine heading off to your local Walmart to find a sign posted on the door that the store will be closing. I know, shocking, right? A Walmart that's closing? You know things have to be really bad in the economy if Walmart is closing stores. This is the Walmart on Smiley Avenue in Forest Park/Springdale, Ohio. In this episode, I'll be taking you on an in-depth tour of this store's closing sale. I'll be bringing you back multiple times throughout its closing sale so that you can see its progression and relive the closing sale for yourself. So come on, what are you waiting for? This is a very rare experience. Let's go check out this closing Walmart. Hello everyone and welcome back to Urbex. This is the Walmart in Springdale, Ohio, or near Springdale, Ohio, right across the expressway from the infamous Forest Fair Village Mall that's now going to be abandoned in the near future. This Walmart is scheduled to close, so we're going to see if we can catch some of its closing sale because it is very rare to see a Walmart close. It is too windy here. Alright, so you can see this whole half of the store is mysteriously closed off, but then we've got this is the half that's not abandoned. Cameras in use! Cameras in use! Cameras in use! There are no store closing banners on the store itself, but here it says the store will be closing April 22nd.
Because when they make closing signs, every single one that I've seen, they don't have traditional ones. They just print them off on like printer paper and just stick them on.
Like, I think this is some closeout stuff. Like this stuff. Maybe it's not closeout stuff. But I think that's normal clearance. I still don't see any closing stuff, which is so weird.
I don't know. I see all the milk, most of the milk's gone.
So trip one to this Walmart was just like going to any old ordinary Walmart. It was really difficult to even tell that the store would be closing. There were no closing banners, no sale signs, no anything, just what was posted on the door. And of course, what would a trip to Walmart be without being harassed for filming? I'm now, because you're confronting me.
Okay, can I ask you to leave, please?
That is fine. We will leave and never go to Walmart again.
Well, we got everything we needed.
Yep, I got everything I needed anyway. Haha, yeah, never go to Walmart again. More like never buy anything from Walmart again, but still go to document their misfortunate closing stores because I kind of find it amusing. You know, for those of you that might not know, I worked for Sam's Club for a number of years, and, you know, Sam's Club is the Walmart Corporation, and it is not a good place to be. Not at all. I will spare you the details, but let me tell you, don't work for Sam's Club or Walmart. Just don't. As you can see, can't do anything fun anymore in this world without getting harassed. So, you know, just want to innocently document this closing Walmart here for everyone that isn't going to have one now, because this area isn't going to have a Walmart anymore. All right, trip two. Well, I can start off by saying trip two was a little more successful. I managed to document more of the store, and finally we're actually getting to see some of the shelves kind of thinning out a little bit, and you can actually tell that the store is closing. At this point, it was only about a week into the sale, and you can tell that mostly just the groceries department is what's thinning out. Everything else was pretty fully stocked, but people were really going after the food section, and that was really thinning out. You can see complete sections just empty. And you know, I want you to do something. I want you to close your eyes and imagine that you're standing at your local Walmart with half the shelves just completely empty. And then I want you to imagine that you come back, you know, a few weeks later and find even more of the store just empty. Just imagine how apocalyptic it feels. I mean, this is some end of the world type stuff. It really did feel like the end of the world.
How do you think that usually accounts?
just, ooh, who would want that?
The syrup
Ooh.
looks disgusting, but the pancakes...
The whole thing looks disgusting. I mean, Mrs. Butterworth is the disgustingest syrup you can get. So you're going to see a clip in a moment of a Walmart employee shouting at me. One, I couldn't figure out what he was shouting at me about. I would assume it was for filming in the Walmart store because Walmart is one of those companies that is very strict about not filming in it, even though they're all over the internet. You know, you can find plenty of ridiculous Walmart videos. So I don't know. I guess maybe they didn't want their closing sale documented.
Yeah, so do I.
So now that everything had been marked down to 50% off, the store was really beginning to thin out, and especially the grocery section. There was literally like nothing left in it. It was just bare and empty and just weird standing here in like the meat department with no people around and just no product, just empty shelf, just shelf and aisle after aisle of just emptiness. And here's where you can kind of tell that the employees had just given up. I mean, they know that they're going to lose their job or be transferred to another store, hopefully to another store, because I don't wish any harm or bad misfortune on any of the employees. They're just trying to do a job and make a living, but you can kind of tell here that, you know, things were just thrown all over everywhere and, you know, nothing was kept neat any longer. And of course, the lack of caring and the jumbled up products will be even more apparent as we move deeper into the store. But here you can see one of the very first 50% off signs. Walmart tends to just do printer paper like this. I don't know why they never do any like official closing banners or anything. Like when you go to like a closing Kmart, they have like all the blowout signs and the big banners on the front of the store, but it's just real weird, real kind of sloppy, almost like they don't want you to realize that the store is closing. Kind of like they're closing it undercover, but yet not, because it definitely was public. But here you can see more of what I was talking about, just stuff literally just thrown everywhere. This stuff is not even in the right department. It's just all jumbled up.
Yeah, I was trying to water.
Flying pants. Yes, the time has come. These are the final days of the closing Walmart here in the Cincinnati area, and how appropriate that it would decide to have a huge April snowstorm. Well, we really didn't get any accumulation, but wow, oh wow, is that amazing. Just look at all the snow. Just gloomy and kind of blech. I don't know, maybe you like the snow. I kind of do like the snow from time to time. Wow, what a perfect day to visit a closing Walmart and on its final days. So I don't know, what do you think about Walmart and the company as a whole? I kind of think that the weather kind of matches the company. You all know what I'm talking about. Oh man, look at all the snow that's all over me, like, whoa. Wow, I think this is all that's left of the entire store. All the rest is just blocked off, closed, and empty shelves. That statement would be very accurate. What you're looking at right now is all that's left of the store. I mean, there's a little bit more than what you're seeing right here, but not much. Pretty much 90% of the store was just blocked off. You couldn't even walk through it. It was like really, really weird. It's something that you kind of just have to experience for yourself in order to really understand, because I'm sure a lot of you have gone to closing stores before, like Kmart's and whatever, and it just kind of feels like, well, it's an old, tired store that's closing. But this was like, you know, a major store just closing, and I know I keep going on and on about that, but it was just so apocalyptic. So at this point, they had knocked everything down to 75% off. Now, being that there were only a few more days left, I would have expected it to be a lot lower than, and maybe on the final day, they did knock it down to like 90% off or something. I'm sure they did, but when I was visiting on this trip, it was only at 75% off, and there really wasn't anything left of value. I mean, it was just all a bunch of random nonsense that no one really wanted to buy anyway, so, I mean, they could have literally just offered it for free, and I would have been like, I still don't want it. So let's listen to the sights and sounds of this closing Walmart as we bid it a farewell one last time. And this is all the food that's left. Thank you, everyone, for coming along and taking a look at this closing Walmart here in the Cincinnati area. This has been a very, very rare experience because these Walmarts don't close very often. I do content just like this each and every week, but that's going to do it for this episode, and I will see you all in the next one.